game supports. What they lack is the mage right now. What will Hyde play? Okay, Hyde will play the Esmeralda.
Maybe Esmeralda.
But what will Broly play?
You know what? They also picked the Esmeralda Harith sometimes, and they were successful with it. But of course, Harith this time is not available. I'm looking at my stats right now, looking at what they play with Esmeralda, and I'm actually surprised that right now they don't really get the Esmeralda that much.
This is a counter pick against KLBJ.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So actually, Manjin, Esmeralda has only been picked twice.
Yep.
By the side of VFM during their series against RRQ, and they lost with it.
All right.
And they banned out the Lunox because you don't want to give it to SUNSPARKS.
Yeah, you don't want to give it to Kill. So it's going to be Hyde versus Kill here. SUNSPARKS taking their time on banning a hero. So they eliminated the carry.
It should be the Granger.
It should be the Granger this time. Like, you're right. The only one left, or probably the Bruno.
Yeah.
But again, Team SUNSPARKS, they have the first priority pick since they're in the red side. So there are no more marksmen for the side of VEC Fantasy main unless they do want to get this Bruno who has low win rate.
Very low win rate.
In M1.
Maybe Akai Claude maybe for team. Or the Hellcurt. Okay, so this is their choice on going with the Esmeralda. They won. They actually lost the game against RRQ with this Esme and Hellcurt combination. But, you know, maybe this is totally different this time. Wow.
Wow, okay.
Chang'o this time for SUNSPARKS. So instead of the Kimi, instead of a marksman, they go for a mage with a cover fire mechanic as well. So SUNSPARKS, it's technically the same composition.
It is the bang, bang, bang strat, like you've said, Wolf.
SUNSPARKS with the bang, bang, bang.
Like you've said, man.
Wow.
Don't do this at home. No, I'm kidding. SUNSPARKS, again. Even though there's the Lolita Bulwark Shield, I think their plan is just to bait it out and just poke everyone and just go for steals.
Yeah.
Because one of the main strengths of this Chang'o pick is you can go for the buff steal from afar.
Yeah. Because of the meteor shower, if you do commit it. Now, this is going to be the problem, however, because compared to the last game, this time, Team SUNSPARKS, they will have to face against the Hellcurt. Hellcurt is not like the Claude before, with the Claude having to farm up so much before being able to participate in fights. This is a Hellcurt.
Yeah.
Can push the tempo, can be fast-paced, and once he pops that ultimate, it won't matter if you have extreme amount of range. If you cannot see what you're trying to hit, it's not gonna work.
It is, of course, the direct answer for the Chang'o, but let's see if KLBJ does have this Zen mastery.
Oh yeah,
as we say it, the spider sense.
The spider sense is taken away from the
Hellcurt. Ultimate from everywhere and just hope for the best.
Maybe.
Right? Just hope for the best.
It's game number 2 coming right up for this series of SUNSPARKS versus Team VEC Fantasy main. This is amazing.
This is is this the last game for Team Vietnam?
Is it gonna be there?
Is it the last game? Because again, when you play in the main stage, when you know that it is the last game, you will definitely play it safe. That's why they do have the sustain lineup. But I'm guessing that it's going to be hard for this Hellcurt.
Yeah.
Because he is the one to flank out Team SUNSPARKS from side lane and from everywhere.
So actually, there is a different approach for VEC Fantasy main. We're going to see the Celestial Palace this time. Blue side, that's VEC Fantasy main. From Vietnam, red side, that's SUNSPARKS. But of course, the members of Team Philippines. And now, moments before what probably could be the last game for VEC Fantasy main, it's getting more difficult by the second.
It is.
For Team Vietnam.
Remember that we do have the championship Kufra for Team SUNSPARKS.
That is also true.
And I do feel that Raflesha is one of the players who is top dog in playing this hero. Will SUNSPARKS eliminate VEC Fantasy main or VEC Fantasy main? Can they push this to game number 3? KLBJ is the one using the Chang'o. And same tactic As you've
Same.
said, the bang, bang, bang strategy for Team
Has
Philippines.
been sealed.
VEC Fantasy main, this is important. They want to go for the invades this time.
I like it.
The pressure against this Granger already. J Flesha will have to back down this time.
They will give D-Max the Crimson Lizard, but Fuzaken is there. He knows, but Team VEC Fantasy main is, they are also ready for
Wow.
the potential ambush of this Kaja.
But they are not getting anything out of this. Yeah,
Yes.
they do fend off the members of SUNSPARKS. But if you look at it, they did not take the buffs.
Yeah.
So if you think clearly,
They're playing it
SUNSPARKS,
safe.
they're still pretty
Yeah.
happy with what happened. Oh, the stun!
Oh
Very
my.
nicely done. But of course, the crab coin, it's still gonna favor
Hyde.
Hyde. That's the Esmeralda.
That is a clutch Stardust dance there for Hyde to get this extra 150 gold from this crab coin. Meanwhile, Tini having a high win rate for this export. Like what you've said, the Team VEC Fantasy main, they do want to play it safe. Not really risky on taking the Crimson Lizard, even though there were 4 of them on that specific venue.
Don't want to be overly aggressive against your opponents. Nice steal coming out from the Chango you were talking about is Manjin. The buff steals courtesy of the Meteor Shower.
Turtle
Yes.
resurrecting
SUNSPARKS don't
soon.
even need a retribution at this point.
Yes, and we can now feel the tension here.
The tension
for
is
VEC
high.
Fantasy main, as they're very confused ongoing, like what buff do we take first? SUNSPARKS is always there to either steal it or just contest it and just bait out skills or just force out something out of VEC Fantasy main. That is the last hit.
There's the
coming
Dark Knight
in.
Pulse.
There's the Dark Knight Pulse, as you've said, that Sonata
The
as
pressure
well.
with the ultimate.
Pressure with a 4-man Tyrant's Revenge, and that will give SUNSPARKS the first blood, making that 3 heroes falling down for Team Vietnam.
Championship Reflesha Kufra now showing up in the big stages, in the world stage. Catching 4 members, I think, or even 3. We're gonna see the replay.
Oh
there
my.
you go,
There
beautiful
you go.
plays. That's 4. Pinned down against the wall, stunned up and controlled by the Tyrant's Rage of this championship Kufra.
That wasn't even a wall, that was the edge of a wall, and that's how you use the Kufra, ladies and gentlemen. 1-0-1.
Reflesha says, now kiss.
Now kiss.
And onto the bottom side of the map, he's actually trying to control the members of VEC Fantasy main. There's the Death Sonata already actually.
Alright.
That is
That is very unusual. Here we go. That is, of course, the Dark Knight Force. Trumbo says the Hellcurt. But again, the damage is quite low for the side
Oh,
of
that's
VEC.
their ultimate.
Another Tyrant's Rage. This is VEC Fantasy Mage fight. But man, they're not doing anything because they do lack the damage. Man, SUNSPARKS, only 1 hero will die. But I guess VEC Fantasy main will take that.
And Renzo up top will be able to push up the turn. You have to take note. Did purchase the mask. So this is a very heavily farmed hero. And KelVJ, the king, once again, with the steal on the buffs.
The steal is real. It's the real deal. 3-1 VEC Fantasy main on a very tight situation right now. They need to get lucky going. They need the
Turtle
Hurricane Dance in
resurrecting
order for Hyde to land the ultimate, to land the Falling Star Moon and land all of these damage. Because, man, it is still early for Broily to get online.
Oh, the stun connects on the T-Max, but T-Max puts up the shield. This is the Shadow Mask picked up by the Kaja, so Fuzaken can use this conceal to initiate against their opponents. They're actually in here. Fuzaken jumps, but will not commit to anything. They still want to take this turtle, but they are doing everything. They're taking away everything.
Even the Gargoyle,
Even
man.
the Gargoyle from VEC
The
Fantasy
Gargoyle
main.
wasn't doing anything to them. There you go. That is the Hurricane Dance. Is this the VEC Fantasy main show? Let's
No, it's
see.
not.
But again, that is another counter goal from the bouncing ball of
Broly.
Team SUNSPARKS. SUNSPARKS, and they're chasing Broly. No damage!
No
for the side of
damage.
Fantasy main.
Look at how VJ actually manning up. There is Reflesha with the stretching. Not gonna land on anything, but the turtle will be taken by the taps. That's gonna be in favor of SUNSPARKS as they chase Team. This time the stun connects. The slow is there as well. The control is real, and they take out the X-Born.
The setup was good, but the damage is bad.
Not enough.
Not enough damage.
SUNSPARKS are winning these fights that VEC Fantasy main are starting because, like you said, they don't have the damage. And Fuzaken will just recall away. The stickers are out.
This is obviously a very uncanny way to play the Hellgurt. Usually we see Hellgurt just posting out the side lane, wait for his power spike, and then he will join team fights. But VEC Fantasy main, too pressured right now. They're using the Hellgurts, but again, it lacks the damage. So what can they do? They're just standing there and they just do immediate disengage.
Even with the usage of the Dark Knight Falls Mangine, they're not getting the advantage now, team. My goodness, the wraparound coming up from Renzo. Can they take out the expert? Yes, they will. There's the Flesha. The stun, it will not connect this time as Lucky will use. I think that's the sprint.
Yeah.
From this Akai.
I like the defense coming in from SUNSPARKS. They don't want to give this mid-tier tower, of course. Oh my
goodness.
Guacamole, holy moly. I don't know what I've said, but Reflesha, he came to play.
He came to play here in Malaysia. That's Reflesha with the stuns 2-0 and 3 for this guy. Now he still is being a bug against VEC Fantasy main. But have to back down right now. Being chased by Teen. There's the last Insanity. And it will be there to burst down. Finally stop Reflesha.
Turtle resurrecting soon.
Alright. VEC Fantasy main says, hey, time out. Time out.
Time out.
Time out. Wait.
Let's chill.
Let's chill. Let's chill. We need to get this turtle. We had Reflesha. Reflesha is down right now. 9 seconds to the dead timer.
Meteor shower, by the way.
Meteor shower. Oh man, the Kaja stealing the turtle. But again, this is Broly here in the bottom lane.
Okay. Again, this is just like last game, right? They are not afraid, but while it's happening, the Falling Summer have to be used to back away. Contra Inferno, they're marching forward. SUNSPARKS, they want to kill Esmeralda, and they will. Double kill for JP, making a triple as they take a Lolita. My goodness, SUNSPARKS.
Ruthless aggression.
Ruthless aggression
from
indeed.
This Kaja, from JP Fuzaken. Sure you can put all of the damage.
Oh, the stun of Reflesha collects win, and once again, Teen will have to back away. The Tyrant's Rage will not connect, but it doesn't matter. They still take the turtle. The turret, I mean.
There you go, and they're eyeing Broly. Broly, where are you?
Broly!
Where are you, Broly?
Oh, no!
Oh, that's swag play!
Oh!
I'll give that a 10! I'll give it a 10, ladies and gentlemen!
10 out of 10. We'll see the U-Mobile replay.
Look at the hang time, man! Oh!
The hang time.
The hang time!
Hang time, bang time!
The hang time, bang time from the first skill!
SUNSPARKS.
Dude, I think that Renju knows. He just wants to do some swag.
He just want to pull it back with the sights, right?
With the sights,
now,
right?
another connection, and of course the damage is real. SUNSPARKS, they get everything that they want this game. 28,000 gold compared to 21,000 of VEC Fantasy main. And if you look at JP, that's 4-0 and 6, 10 out of the 12 kills, including this Granger.
Yes, it's because of the balloons.
It's the balloons.
I do feel that
oh,
it's
no
about the
way.
balloons from coast to coast.
Coast to coast.
Reflesha, man.
And another coast to coast play. The Dark Knight Falls has to be forced out by VEC Fantasy main just to not be lassoed by Fuzaken.
What can VEC Fantasy main do? They're really having a hard time. They cannot initiate. They can't do something. The tension is real. Team SUNSPARKS, they're eyeing this Lord. T-Max is here. That is Lucky. Will he be lucky? No. He ain't, ladies and gentlemen. More heroes.
Oh, this is good though. Esmeralda is here in the middle of the fray. Shutting down the Granger. That's a double kill for the Esmeralda. This is the Hellgurt this time. Can they go for the cleanup play? No.
Dude,
it looks like
Reflesha!
Reflesha still here, receiving the deadly poison stickers. Will be taken up by the Django. Reflesha has to run away. Esmeralda connects with the Django this time. The shutdown, 3 kills for Esmeralda. That's really good for VEC Fantasy main.
Alright, it is a comeback. Hide. Can't hide from me, bro.
Amazing.
There you go. Amazing. That is the
Alright,
mentality. And that is the mega kill. Hide is now here. He is now online. He has his power spike. 4, 2, 1. Quite a fight right here.
Very nicely done coming out from VEC Fantasy main. They know that only what they have to do is to look for the backlines. Have Hyde go to the backlines with a falling star moon and pick off his opponents, who's again overstepping his bounds. And SUNSPARKS, oh, what are you doing? You're letting go of the control of the mid game.
Yes, indeed. VEC Fantasy main still got this.
They still are alive.
They still are alive.
They're still alive.
7 to 14. This is what you this should be the discipline for Team SUNSPARKS, not to overcommit if you have the early game advantage. Even though Broly is not here, this is still the Hellcurt. Whenever he goes for the Dark Knight Falls, he can just immediately back up and my Javir is done.
And look at this, VEC Fantasy main, they've already split the deficit. They cut the deficit. So they say. 3,000 now. Reflesha finding 2 members of VEC Fantasy main, was stunned up, but just zoned out the members of VEC Fantasy main. They're actually staying in here, not scared at all from the possible initiations from SUNSPARKS.
All right.
You have to take that Wuzaken did buy the necklace of Durance.
Yeah, to counter.
The healing.
To counter. They need more damage right now. VEC Fantasy main, Lucky popping that ultimate. Oh!
Domino Blast connects. Esmeralda jumps in. The damage is there. Unstoppable. Is this Esmeralda? That's going to be JP down for the counter. Reflesha saving his teammates, using the ultimate just to let SUNSPARKS back down.
Broly is here coming in. Here comes Renjo with the side, ladies and gentlemen. But Hyde and company, they're polishing them. They're portionizing it. But the king himself with a meteor shower, showering onto the heroes of VEC Fantasy. But the fight is not over. That is the silence for Broly.
Oh no, there is Renjo still fighting. No more contra Inferno, but it's still, the life still is real. There is going to be KLBJ. Reflesha with the shutdown. Oh my! SUNSPARKS, that's a bloodbath against VEC Fantasy main.
Reflesha, the championship Cupra, eyeing Broly. Where are you going, Mr. Broly?
Okay.
Okay, goes to Ghost. That is
sidestep.
the sidestep from Broly. That is the blink. That is, of course, the ball.
Meteor shower from the king! From the king!
Shower! The king! Reflesha with a good lob to the king!
The lob from Reflesha to help his teammates. The stun will not connect, and the stickers will be popped. While this is happening, SUNSPARKS, they're taking care of the Lord.
This is just Reflesha being Reflesha, man.
Just Reflesha things.
Okay, is that the last hit? No! The Numinum Blast won't do anything.
JP is alive!
Still alive! And the king wrecking havoc. Oh my! That is the first Lord for you, SUNSPARKS.
Wow.
Having
this
a
game,
good advantage.
Imagine this game, I thought that it will be one-sided after the first few minutes, but VEC Fantasy main, they're really showing up this time. They're showing resilience against the Filipinos, but SUNSPARKS is able to find that very important victory, that very important objective, taking the Lord this time.
Reflesha once again. That is, of course, a Dark Knight Force. Falling Sun coming in for the Esmeralda, but the Detonata is just too much. That is the first kill of the Kaja, hitting onto 2. And the clans will slay heroes. Killing spree coming from the meteor shower.
3 down.
3 down. 3 down. Soldier down. Soldier down. Says SUNSPARKS. And they will go out with a bang. They get the bang, 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 as the song says. SUNSPARKS, they will go to the next round.
It's all about the long-range damage. The king showing up. JP with the blaze as well. VEC Fantasy main, they fought hard. They gave everything they could, but they just can't win it against the SUNSPARKS. SUNSPARKS will take the game 2-0. Wow. So much intensity there, Imagine.
The Filipino pride is alive.
But the Reflesha Kufra,
the Reflesha Kufra is
that is one for the books.
It's just too real.
It's just too real.
It's
you
just
saw
too
that.
Real.
You know what? If there will be a highlight reel of that game, I want to see, I want to look, I want to expound on how well he fought against that fight where they almost lost their own jungle, in their own buffs. Reflesha was just so amazing this game.
Oh man, that's just a championship Kufra, bro.
Okay.
He's not the championship Kufra for nothing,
Definitely.
right?
Definitely not.
Even chasing Broly in the last stages of the
Yeah.
game.
He
Right?
knows that KelVJ is there.
And he knows that he can reach it.
he can reach him. I mean, there's the Dark Knight Falls, but they're not afraid because only they have to do is what? Okay, I'll tell you where he is. Just point where I tell you.
Yeah.
And this,
There's the sportsman handshake
the
here.
handshake, of course.
The handshake, of course. Thank you so much.
Congratulations to SUNSPARKS, but still GG's to VEC Fantasy Main. Like we said, they gave their all, but it wasn't enough.
It wasn't enough. It's all because of the balutes.
It's all about the balut. The
It's all
premature
about
duck
the
egg.
protein. The pre-pecking duck. The pre-pecking duck nutrients from the SUNSPARKS squad.
Oh yeah, they did.
Paying off, man.
Whenever they lose, they
eat balut.
They eat balut. That's
They
the
eat
only thing that they
balutes.
can eat.
Yes.
With some shakes in there, perhaps. But it's strengthen.
Strengthen the knees.
The knees.
It's all
Yeah,
about the
that's an
knees,
expression,
bro.
right? Strengthen your knees. It means make sure that you're sturdy. Make sure that you're rigid.
Yes.
And that is what made SUNSPARKS this strong. They're so rigid because of the balut.
Man, the protein.
The canes.
The protein is the key.
But talk about
Protein
that
is the key.
strategy
But
from
we'll talk
Suns.
about that later. Kidding aside, guys.
My goodness, man, Gene.
SUNSPARKS.
The bang,
going
bang,
to the
bang
next
strategy.
round. The bang, bang, bang strategy. Shout out to all the people who are watching. Thank you so much.